Welcome back, this is part 2 of A Cold Day in Paris, a TRLE of Tomb Raider Age of Darkness. Tongue twister. There's a bloke out there, Lara, keep moving. Go into this area here, this is very annoying. This leads to what would be the original first ever scene in Age of Darkness, where Lara stood in that courtyard and the rain's coming down and she has to climb up the bin. So this is just about as annoying, more annoying. Jump up and shoot this dog because it's very annoying. Lara won't target it otherwise. This is annoying because what you need to do... Lara, did you get it? Can't jump down, but Lara, there's some bloody elf doing this. These red kind of worm things turn up. Wait a minute, I thought we had to pull that out, Lara. This is confusing me because the guide said you had to pull that bin out first. I don't know what's going on with that. I'll grab hold of the jump lever then. I thought there was a thing in the way of that, but what I did in the actual practice and what the guide said, as far as unless I got that wrong, I don't think that you have to pull the bin out first, but I don't know why it's not doing that. Right, Lara. That makes the red things go away, which is fun. So, we have to get up there. Pull this out. I don't know why I said that in the guide, it's kind of annoying me. Pull that out. We need to push it directly in front of the trapdoor because the washing gets in the way and Lara can't jump across. So. The dynamite thing was the second secret, and I don't know why we picked it up other than to get the secret because it doesn't actually serve any purpose in the game. That's weird. So I need to get this pole. This would have been the drain pipe, I think, in the Age of Darkness. Climb up here. And we need to go up. This takes us to where the room would be with the locked cupboard in Age of Darkness. Of course, here we are. I'm going to do it, Lara. Don't fall off. Please don't fall off. Right. So this is very familiar. This is the area here. We've got some nice touches. We've got a little bit of thing. We're going to go out there later on. There's a whole bunch of area down there. This is basically all one thing. This whole level is effectively one thing. Climb up here, Lara. This is familiar. I wonder where this goes. Nice eye for detail. I'm thinking, yeah, this is very, very faithful to the game. But then it differs because of the mechanics. I think, as far as I don't think that they could get Lara in this engine to do what Lara does in Age of Darkness. Right, there's the room. We can get into here, but we need a screwdriver, which we don't have. There's some rockets there, that's for more towards the end of the game, so you don't get the rocket launch till the bonus level. Nothing else in here apart from this. Yeah, I can't get that open, so I have to come back for that. That's a double back. It's a bit easy to get back from up there than it would be in Age of Darkness. Right. Climb up, Lara. Go up to here. And then this follows the course of the original game, where you have to jump across, and then you have to go up a pole, but Lara has no grab bar, which is great, because that means that you can hang on for ages, which is one good thing. They missed out, of course. Right. Yep, it's very familiar. Yeah, quite a nice effort. I was making, you know what? Although the gameplay is a little bit annoying in part, and there's quite a few double backs, it's quite a nice effort. Yes, I'm reliving the game. I will say that because Lara sometimes does this thing where she just grab this and fall straight off. Jump, Lara! So we have to come back to get that, that's a secret actually. I think it's an obscura painting of it, which is kind of... Normally they're quite hard to find. Okay, what we need to do here is backwards. Lara. Oh, for crying! Okay. So we do this because Lara can sometimes fall off, which is very annoying. We're going to go right to the top. So this is the roof area with the chimneys, and there's a little kind of a room. And as in the original game, we need to Lara, be careful, because you're going to jump in backwards. That's actually easy to misjudge that and jump straight off. Right, so there's this thing, there's two grip areas. There's this lower one and an upper one. So the lower one allows us to go across here. There's no grip bar to worry about, so we don't need to worry about falling off. Go around the corner. So yeah, they're very familiar. Curtis Trent turns up in a minute, apparently, which is fun. We need to jump, and right at the top of the jump, grab again. Press action, and then she can get up. Some crow. I don't remember the crow being in the other one. There's Curtis Trent. Bloody Curtis, just not in Trent there. He keeps like Pierre in the first game. He turns up and he disappears. Oh, there's some health there. I'll take that. Again, nice eye for detail. I was thinking though when I was playing this when I first ever saw it yesterday, it kind of looks a bit sparse, but then again at the same time, how difficult is it to make Angel Darkness in a Tomb Raider 4 engine? It's probably quite difficult, I would have thought. Can't get in there yet because we don't have the key or the screwdriver. Nothing in there. Like in the original game, there was a thing there. There's only a kind of a thing. I was quite annoyed because in the original game you pull the thing back, use Lara's threads back up. They didn't bother putting a barrel in, and we had to pull the barrel in the cellar, so why not put one there? It's kind of annoying. And in that room there's no cupboard. Lara did cupboard out in windows to made a 5, I don't know. Lara, you can do that, or you can jump up and do that. So some things they kind of omitted. They omitted the cupboards unless they weren't into Tomb 4. Got this ridiculous helicopter. There's the stupidest thing I've ever seen. We go over to here. We're on this gantry thing. You can let go, but you have to kind of get on this ladder again, so I might as well do that and then just drop. We need a key to get this open. We're going to go back down in a bit. How do you get a helicopter in a courtyard that narrow, and how do you get it out again? I don't know. Very silly. Blokes turn up. Couple of blokes. Lara. Ugh. I don't think I'm running bullets anyway for this. These two morons turn up. Lara. Shooting full of holes, Lara. No, this is not helping, Lara. Got him. It's a bit annoying because they kind of corner you a little bit, don't they? There's no stealth because Lara did that thing which is around the corner. Of course, you can't do that in this. That's the screwdriver. Nothing up here, just to show. There would have been a guy there, of course, in the original game, but of course, there's nothing there. So we go back now. Remember, we want the secrets if you want the extra bonus level, which is very difficult. So, because the key is in the little house at the top of where the chimney thing is, so we have to go back anyway. I thought we picked up the key on the gantry in the original game, didn't we? Oh, there's the key. I'm just remembering, I'm trying to remember the bits that happened in the original game and then kind of connecting to this, but Lara, come on Lara. Go back to here, we go into that room, there's a number of pickups. I did the practice and I forgot to go and get the secret, which meant I had to replay this bit, which is very annoying. Come on Lara. She did side shimmy quite fast in this one. Right Lara. Jump up again at the very top of the jump. Grab. Right. Get the screwdriver, Lara. Yeah, this one appealed to me just because I quite like Angel Darkness in general, and I've already done it. It was about a year ago I did my last playthrough on that, so I thought, well actually, it's nearly a year since I did that, I might as well do this one. But I was a bit annoyed at how difficult it was without a guide. I was like, ugh. I'm thinking, because I was caught in the trap of thinking, well, isn't it going to be exactly like Angel Darkness? But then you sit down and think about it, how can it be? Because Lara can't do certain things in this engine, and it's like, yeah, they would actually have to think of different ways to get Lara to get certain things to happen. Because you can't grab many things or do many things, so it's like, yeah, they would have to re-engineer any levels. By the way, that thing at the bottom is a compass, and I've never, so I only used to use it. That round thing. It's a bit annoying, I can't turn it off. Just go here. Jump. There's a pickup here. I nearly forgot about this one. I'll pick that up. Okay, let's go down here, slide down that. Please be careful, Lara. Going back to the room here where the cupboard was. I'm quite puzzled by the dynamite, which was the second secret, and I'm quite puzzled by the fact she gets the money from the first secret, where the fan was with the lasers. It didn't seem to make any sense to me. It would be nice if they did put more pickups or a better gun or something. This is secret number... Is this number 2, Lara? It's an obscure painting, apparently. Wrong one. Oh no, number 3. I'm not keeping track here. Okay. Right. So, climb up here, Lara. Now, the next bit's a lot of fun. We need to go across the roof again. And then, Lara, crying out loud. And then we go... Oh, what was next in the original game? It was the derelict apartment. So this is kind of following the line of the original game to a modest degree. But then it suddenly kind of goes off on a tangent and it's like, I don't remember there being a funny room or a strange cellar or something like that. And you go, hang on a minute. That kind of confused me. Just trying to play it blind. It's like, oh, I got stuck. Please don't fall off, I will save. Save. No, this bloody thing. I thought I didn't do a thing where she returned, because it could have been more interesting if she'd... Angel Darkness had happened, and then she comes back to finish off, rather than it seems like it's being played in parallel with the events of the original game. Which is kind of odd, I don't know why you'd want to do that necessarily. But it would be more plausible if she'd returned. I don't know. Right, double back time. We're going back again to where we were before. We use the key to open that gate. But unlike the original game, you can't... With the original game, Lara jumps off the ladder and then suddenly the cutscene happens with the building and the police turn up and then she's inside there. This, Lara... This bit here... Just run across here, Lara. You could actually go on the ground, which is interesting because they didn't allow you to do that. I did get the flying sheet and I actually swam down there, but you can't stand on the floor because they never meant you to stand on it. Whereas in this, obviously this version, you're meant to go down there. But things seem bigger in this. I mean, this is a lot of ladders, extremely long. That helicopter is very nice. It turns up in the next bit, and that's the bit after the building. Oh, I need to go up there. Right, Lara, come on. Okay. The keyhole isn't there, it's over here. Lara, get the key. Let's open the door, and we'll go down to the bottom. There's a pickup, which we need. This is a very long ladder, and in the end of the game, we have to come back here. And I'm a bit annoyed at the bonus level, because it's kind of... I didn't come up with an entirely new section, so that's kind of like... a little bit annoying, that is. Just do that, it's a lot easier. It takes ages to go down these solid ladders. It's a bit risky, because if she falls off, of course. We'll get the... Lara, where we go? This is the bit where you can't stand on the bottom in the original game, because it just triggers the cutscene. Right, pick that up. I will save here and I'll be back in part 3.